What's going on? Big A, the Mank Geek, coming at you with another video, and ThunderCats Raw. I decided to do a video about that. I was going to do one on West Coast Avengers, but the idea I had for that video, I'm going to use for this video instead, because I think it fits much better. I've seen a few other people do like ThunderCats Raw videos as well, but I've not watched any of them yet, apart from the DNC one. After I've done this, I'll then watch like the Mimhead Room. Just some guy did one as well. I think ThunderCats did one also, just to see as to what their opinions on it are. But I didn't watch many of the other videos just because I wanted to have my own kind of like fresh take on it and just come at it from kind of a place that is my own before I then explore as to what other people have said in regards to it. So that's what this video is about. It's going to be Twitter essentially reacting to ThunderCats Raw. I'm just going to be reading out the tweets and some of the funny ones and whatnot and saying my opinions on them. But firstly, I'm going to talk about my own personal relationship with ThunderCats. So when I was a child, it was on TV until about 1992. It was like shown regularly on CBBC, which is it was a children's bit of BBC One before it became its own channel when TV went digital. And yeah, I really enjoyed watching it. I used to watch it all the time. Like I said, it was on constantly. And it was just a great cartoon. Like even to this day, when I think of the intro, I think it's one of the best things, one of the best cartoon intros ever. What it reminds me of, or the only way I can describe it, is when you're a child and you've got like a cheap bottle of like 20p cola and you've got like a bag of crisps, which don't even have any potato in it. And if you look on the back on the ingredients, it's all E numbers. And the combination of those two things together make you super hyperactive. And that is what the ThunderCats intro is. It's awesomeness and hyperactivity and it's greatness. You get to see all the characters. You got Lino, Panthro, Tigra, Chitara, Wily Kit and Wily Cat. You even get Mumra in there as well. And you see as to what they're all capable of. Like one of the best bits is when Chitara's running. She's running through those reptiles. She does that flip, lands on top of that cliff, and then spins a staff and like stands there all powerful. That is a wicked moment of like just the opening. I love that bit because A, she looks dope, and B, she's a badass in it. She can handle herself, you know what I'm saying? And I love it, man. But yeah, when I was a kid, there was this like, I must have been about 4 or 5, and I was in nursery, and this dude like who I was friends with, who I actually saw like a couple of months ago, like I still see the guy every now and again. And he brought in the Thunder Tank and some action figures. And I remember it causing a bit of a ruckus. And I always remembered that because that's when kind of like I realized I was like, this guy's got the Thunder Tank. He must come from good money. Even as a little kid, like I knew that. But yeah, that's my relationship with ThunderCats, man. And also like when they rebooted it, I was like, I don't know, like a reboot, you know, when the 2011 one came. And then I kind of saw the first picture. I was like, yo, that looks all right. That looks like some anime stuff right there. And then I actually saw the show. And that first episode, I was right into it, man. I got really into it. I really wanted to buy the show as well on like DVD or Blu-ray or whatever. But for some reason in the UK, it never came out on DVD or Blu-ray. It's only available digitally. So like via Google Play or like Amazon. I mean, I'll probably fork out and pay for it at some point, but yeah, the show was dope. The animation, I believe, if I'm correct, and I'm doing this from memory, it was Studio 4 Degrees, which is a Japanese animation studio, and that's why all the animation was just on point and like absolutely great. The show went into hiatus as far as I remember. Obviously it didn't sell enough toys. That's the real reason, because they were hoping it was going to be like back in the day and they're going to sell loads of toys, and it didn't. So but it had the essence of ThunderCats, so I enjoyed the show and liked it. And then the news came, obviously, about this version of ThunderCats, and you'll get my opinion at the end, but right now we're going to go into what Twitter thought. So let's see as to what Twitter was saying. So you've got the CBR article, ThunderCats return to Cartoon Network in a new animated series. And then, well, you've got my comment here, which is, I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed, which I was, because really it is Steven Universe wearing the hide or skin of or fur of ThunderCats, and I don't see the point in that. Like, it's crazy to me. But here's another one. This ain't it, fam. I have to agree. I like this one. This is ThunderCats. I'm pretty sure that individual's not impressed with that picture there that they're showing. You've got a positive one here, which I will read out a positive one. An excellent way to introduce them to younger audiences. Plus they will have the toy line that will sell. A toy line of the new characters? I don't think it's going to sell that. I mean, they may be able to do some Funko Pops here and there. But overall, I've got to disagree with that. I don't think a child will see this comedic version of ThunderCats and then want to sit down and watch the original, which is action, because comedy and action, and especially in this way, it's totally two different things. You can have an action comedy. If they did it as an action comedy and it was equal parts and it had like a more of a mature style, I probably wouldn't mind it as much. But the two versions are so far apart. Even the 2011 one, this one's so far apart from this new one as well. So I don't see exactly as to where his logic is in that, but that's just my 2 cents. I like this one. What the F is that? No, as a fan of the original and the reboot, I have to say this is awful and a bad idea. Wow, this looks incredibly bad. And I like this one. I like The Matrix. Matrix, great movie. I used to watch it loads back in the day, and they've used that scene where Switch says, "Not like this, not like this." Oh man, yeah, I mean, people aren't angry. They're just disappointed. They're just like, what are you doing? Like, there's loads of other things that you could have done this to. We've got a John Tron gif here, just saying stop. Danny DeVito shaking his head. Kid doing unimpressed face. Let's see this one. This is not ThunderCats. It's a mix of Adventure Time and Teen Titans Go. Cartoon Network is now the network where cartoon shows go to die and never be seen. Ooh, that is harsh. Confused. Monkey from Kid Show. I don't know what Kid Show that is. I think this must be some foreign show. We've got, you know what? Interesting, we've got DuckTales here. They're using a DuckTales gif because DuckTales got rebooted, and I watched like the first 2 or 3 episodes. It still felt like DuckTales. It still had the theme. It still had all the characters that we recognize. It felt like, yeah, that would be the modern day DuckTales, like a retelling of the whole thing. And they did a good job. Nobody's particularly angry about DuckTales coming back. Like, everyone's okay with that. And here we've got, I don't know if this is real, but we've got ThunderCats Raw official announcement trailer 2019. No, it can't have that many downvotes. I think that's got to be fake. It can't be legit. That can't be. That's got to be fake. At Cartoon Network cancelled the 2009, I think they mean 2011, ThunderCats and made this shit instead. Really? This sucks. You got Mike from Breaking Bad looking all unimpressed. Oh, hell no. Oh, well, it is, well, I don't know if that's not a positive tweet, but obviously mocking people who are kind of like critical with but my childhood. You know what, to be honest, I don't feel like my childhood is affected by this in any way because it doesn't destroy anything. It's just that I feel sorry for the next generation that doesn't get anything anywhere near as awesome as to what I was given as a child. That's the kind of annoying bit. I mean, I think if you say it is ruining my childhood, I mean, that's something that people would say it's kind of been taken, people take it too literally. Like, when people hear that, they're going, oh, he's being serious. What the hell's he going on about? But it's hyperbole, innit? It's just like, you're just being over the top in the moment when someone says it's ruined my childhood. They don't actually mean it actually is. What they probably more likely mean is that it's just not up to par and it's not fair. You should be ashamed of yourself and your family. The character from Amazing World of Gumball there. Oh no, they didn't. And no, you didn't. GIF. Seriously? This is well bloody awful. You can't reboot everything. Crying faces. Neck beard with thumb down. Man, there's just a lot of people who do not like the show. Angry baby. So while I hate that this is now the art style for ThunderCats, I can admit that I'm just holding on to what I grew up with. We're not the intended audience anymore. And in a world with kids loving Steven Universe, Gravity Falls, etc., I understand why they use this style. I gotta kind of agree with his statement, but at the same time, I'm like, ThunderCats, out of all the things that could have been reinterpreted as a cutesy kids Cartoon Network, Steven Universe, Adventure Time-esque comedy, ThunderCats isn't that thing. That shouldn't have been used for that. It's like, if, I don't know, 5 years from now to go, yeah, we're rebooting Adventure Time, but it's going to be straight action. I'd be like, what are you doing? That's not Adventure Time. That's not how you reboot Adventure Time at all. It's a comedy, an absurd comedy. Keep it that. Don't turn it into straight action. That would be dumb. And that's how I feel about it. It's like, have that style of cartoon, but don't use that for ThunderCats. And because you're not respecting the source material at the end of the day. You know what I mean? You're just not respecting it at all. What else? Let's see what else. Snarf. Just the snarf there. First Teen Titans Go, and now ThunderCats. I'm boycotting TV. What is that? A lot of these comments are negative. A lot of them. Namo. Why all these cartoons coming out look so damn stupid? Straight to the point. Hot garbage. Hopefully can before it makes the air. Ooh, kind of looks like chowder. Yeah, it kind of does look like chowder. I don't like this one. No, 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 no. It's just nose, loads of nose. Oh, this guy's using the ruin my childhood thing. Yeah, everything has to be Teen Titans Go style. Should have learned from Be Cool Scooby-Doo. I've not seen, is that the one where it looks a little bit like Family Guy characters? Be Cool Scooby-Doo. I think it is that one. You got the garbage emoji, like it. Oh, someone seems quite positive because they put ThunderCats Ho. I could have sworn I saw another comment. That might have been on Instagram where it said ThunderCats no, and then I thought that was really good, that one. Damn, why you do my show like that? I like that. This isn't ThunderCats, so I'm not a fan of this new animation style. Yeah, I'm gonna go with a hard pass on this. WTF. Oh, we've got I like it. Straight to the point. This is hot garbage. This lowbrow cartoon stuff is why Cartoon Network is losing viewers. I'll find something better on Netflix. You know what? Not gonna lie. Netflix is kind of where it's at with animation a lot these days, especially with things like Voltron. You know what I mean? Voltron is the shit. But yeah, that was just some comments from Twitter about ThunderCats Go. My opinion on it, just to clarify things for you, is you can reboot, but you've got to keep the essence of what the thing was in the first place. Otherwise, what's the point in doing the reboot at all? Like, there's been loads of things. Thunderbirds, they redid with CG animation, obviously instead of puppets. And although it doesn't have the tension that I remember from the old show when they were repeating that back in like the early 90s, although it doesn't have the tension, it does kind of have the love and the essence. And although it's mostly CGI, they are still using like big miniatures and stuff like that. So I kind of respect and appreciate that. And they've kept a lot of it the same, yet modernized it. You know, I kind of dig it. I kind of liked what they did. I watched like most of the first season and then gave up because like, well, I had no other reason really to watch it. And yeah, it felt like legit to me. It felt like a legit reboot. Although Tron Uprising wasn't a reboot, it was a continuation of the Tron story taking place between Tron and Tron Legacy. It was an action cartoon. It felt like Tron. It fitted in with the universe. And again, liked it. New, what's it called? DuckTales. Saw that. Thought it was decent. Felt like DuckTales to me. You've got to keep the essence of what makes the thing unique. If you don't, then there's no point. This is why the 2011 reboot of ThunderCats worked. Like, I was on that all the time, constantly. And I just loved how much it kind of respected what came before, reinterpreted things a bit, changed things up, kind of added in kind of things there that you wouldn't expect. It was kind of, there are times I was like, this is more of a mature cartoon than the original. And there were times when I was like, oh, this episode's a bit kiddie. I don't know about this. But it kind of managed to balance it. I kind of wish that they did go kind of a bit older, kind of to the more teen adult crowd, like Young Justice. But I really appreciated it. I liked all the voice talent that was on board as well. And it was a shame when they stopped showing it and it finished, because I felt like it could have gone on to do more. And, you know, it could have become a bit of a legend. What I would have liked to have seen is, like, you know, have them go to Netflix and have Netflix pick up the way they did with Young Justice, and they're coming out with Young Justice Outsiders, but that didn't happen. But yeah, my opinion is, do all the cutesy cartoons that you want. Actually, to be honest, this animation style, I can see how it can fit with a comedy thing, but why do you have to take ThunderCats? Of all things you have to take ThunderCats, which is just like action, bravery, heroism, and just turn it into this goofball thing. Like, it's not, the concept is already goofy enough. You don't have to make it like, it doesn't need to be that. It doesn't need to. And that's kind of really what my opinion of it is. It's like, this didn't need to exist. And yeah, the Cartoon Network want another comedy. Yeah, but I'm totally sure there's something else that you could have done. A different property that could have fit in the comedy mold, which is already a comedy, so you wouldn't even have to mold it. You just tweak the humor a little bit and then that would be it. But yeah, they went ahead and did this, and like, I don't know why. I don't know why. But yeah, let me know as to what you think, excuse me, of ThunderCats Raw. Whether you're going to watch it or not. I will be watching like the first episode in 2019 just to see what it looks like. Hopefully I won't have to wash my eyes out with bleach. Who knows? We'll wait and see when we get there. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and as always, I'll catch you on the next one.